OCA News. Variety. Information. Now, keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock, 65 degrees. Looks like that fog has finally burned off. And we have another segment to help us understand how to educate ourselves better. Mike Fallon is in the studio. He brings us higher education happenings twice a month, I think. And Mike is the director of Webster University's Ocala Metropolitan Campus. And, of course, he's got a panel of higher education experts again with him today. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fantastic. Happy Halloween.
Nobody's dressed up as anything,
No.
huh? All educators today.
Yeah, the fog was great this morning because I felt like a zombie was going to come out of it.
Yeah, right.
Well, we're excited to be here. We have a great show lined up. We're going to talk about veterans and veterans access and benefits.
Okay,
and
excellent.
It's our salute to veterans.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, Veterans Day is coming up, 11 days from today, I guess?
Right. November 11th.
Yeah.
So I'm Mike Fallon with Webster University.
I'm Crystal Flynn with the University of Central Florida. I'm the Direct Connect Coordinator for the Ocala UCF campus.
Yes, very good.
I'm Gene Kirkland from College of Central Florida. I'm Associate Director of Financial Aid.
Okay.
I am Antron McCullough. I'm an academic advisor and adjunct professor for St. Leo University here at the Ocala Education Center.
Well, and once again, we're reminded just by your presence of the great opportunities we have here. You know, one of the things this political season that comes up, especially our local candidates, is to make sure we have, more jobs in Ocala, in Marion County. You're the ones who make sure that we have people who can fill those jobs.
Exactly.
Right?
We look at the demand for what types of jobs, and we can, and I don't know if everyone has this ability, but we can add programs if necessary. And I know CF has in the past and currently does, and all of our schools are great with supplying quality candidates for our job force.
So focusing on the veterans, they come out of the military and they have already had this education that unless you're a veteran, you don't get that. That's the only place you get that one, right? So they bring to the colleges something that the average, well, not the average, but the other students wouldn't bring, right? They've got this discipline.
Right. They're coming to us. They have a very unique experience and background depending on what they've done while they were serving. And in a lot of cases, they also have benefits that they can utilize to pay for education.
Yes.
So one of the things we wanted to chat about today was how to connect those veterans with the right support services that we all offer.
Is it easy? Do they have to jump through hoops to get those benefits, or is it? Well, what's the difficulty level if there is such a thing?
Well, it's not easy, but Gene, do you want to talk from the financial aid perspective? It can be a challenge.
The biggest challenge is usually filling out the VON app, which is the application to receive your benefits. Some of the vets can have some issues with that. Of course, we're always available to help them fill it out. We have computers in Building 11, which is our Veterans Center. Really, with the post 9/11, which is the biggest one being used out there, it's really not that difficult. It's not that difficult if you complete the VON app correctly. It's actually relatively easy to get the benefits started at our school.
Is there time, a cap time? Is there somebody who, for example, just got out of the military now more likely to be given an opportunity to take advantage of the benefits than somebody who got out like September of 2012 or something? I'm sorry, 2002?
There is a time limit. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Yeah, if you don't use them by a certain time, they will expire.
Okay.
Right. So the benefits, right? The benefits are set. So older veterans might be more familiar, or you might be more familiar hearing about like the GI Bill.
Right.
So that is kind of fading away, and new kinds of veterans benefits have replaced that, but they are very time sensitive, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to talk today is to remind those folks who maybe can still take advantage of those benefits if they haven't yet, or they're thinking about what they want to do and they have some time left, that they can connect with our different schools and the different resource teams that we have to help them navigate what they can do with those benefits, what programs they could study, what job prep education, we can offer them if they want to transition into a related field or something new. And we each have dedicated teams and offices and support systems that are specifically designed to support veterans because it's a unique student. It's a student coming from a very diverse and, a unique situation. It's not like your average, what we call a traditional age student that's coming to us right out of high school. It's much different.
It is.
And so we try to, at UCF, make sure that we take a very focused care of that individual. We have resource services, our VARC Center on main campus, Veteran Academic Resource Services, has places where folks can settle in that are specifically veterans, that can settle in, that they can mingle with other vets, they can utilize different kinds of resources, financial aid, all sorts of things. We've also developed a food pantry specifically for veterans. So lots of resources specifically focused on that population that sometimes experiences some challenges when they return from service.
I'm curious if you have to ask the veteran to rethink, because you might come out of the service thinking, okay, this is what I'm good at, because that's what you've been doing the last 4 years.
Right.
And maybe there's something latent inside of you that maybe an aptitude test could reveal or something like that.
Absolutely. I think we have a career plan, my plan at UCF, where you can take a survey that'll help you identify strong suits. And I think we all have a version of that to help a student identify a career that might be a good fit.
Do you all have different courses that a veteran might want to consider? Are you representing different types of courses?
Well, we all have different study options, but one thing we may want to mention is sometimes when a person exits the military, they carry credit that they have courses that they've taken while in the military that can transfer as college credit to some of our universities and colleges, and that's really important because they deserve it. They deserve everything.
Absolutely.
They did so much for us. So we can help transition them, take those college credits and potentially transfer those into something that counts towards a degree, and or find something that really fits their skill set.
Yeah. Have you seen this, Anton? We haven't asked you anything yet. Do you see veterans coming in and kind of having a light go on in their head, says, oh my gosh, I never even considered that, and that becomes like this life-changing decision for them?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of times we have veterans that come into our center and they're trying to think, for me as an academic advisor, my job is to advise them on the best career path to take. So they may come in wanting to do one thing and then end up deciding, I really don't want to do this once they actually, start the degree, and they may want to switch it up and may want to switch it to something else that they like a little bit more. One of the things that I do want to hit on for us at St. Leo University, we're happy to say we just moved into a new center.
Oh, that's right,
which is right behind CF. The Signature Brands building is not the manufacturing building where they make the popcorn and stuff. It is actually the executive suite, the office floor.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't smell as sweet as the other building.
It does when you get out your car. When you get out your car, you definitely smell it. One of the things for us is our new president, Dr. Lennox. He's the ninth president now for us for St. Leo University. He's a retired U.S. Army 3-star lieutenant general. So when you talk about veterans and being able to cater to veterans, that's one of the things that we definitely do with the different programs that each of the colleges and universities have, from online to on ground, for the active and for the veteran students.
Right. How do you recruit? It's kind of an odd word when you're talking about veterans, but how do you recruit veterans to come into the education system? I mean, with the high schools, it's easy. You go to the schools, you talk to an assembly of kids, and they get the message. How do you get the message out to the vets?
Well, through shows like this, we also, all of the different partners here, we have open houses, we do recruiting events at the individual sites. There's a lot of marketing that goes out that's specifically targeted to veterans. And also, from the service side, there's a lot of folks that they'll work with that will tell them and remind them, you have access to education benefits. Seek out the schools that appeal to you, the programs, the careers, that you're looking for to finish the rest of, your working life, and they kind of get directed to us that way as well.
Somebody in the service who just finished 4 years and left Ocala and hasn't really been back for 4 years. They're surprised now, aren't they, with the new things that have happened? In 4 years, the education landscape has really changed a lot. right?
Absolutely.
Lots of growth.
We hope they're happy with it. We have a variety of options depending on which school you start at. If you start at CF, you can then finish an associate's degree and then transfer to the university of your choice. UCF is a direct connect partner with the College of Central Florida, where you're guaranteed entry to UCF if you finish your 2-year degree at CF. So you have lots and lots of options on how you can navigate the path to setting up that next career.
Let's take a little break and we will be right back. And we're talking about higher education right here in Ocala, especially if you're a veteran. Pay attention. We'll give you contact information on the other side. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, a beautiful day with sunshine for the most part, the high 81 to 85. Mainly clear Monday nights and mild, low 65 inland, 71 at the coast. For tomorrow, a mostly sunny day. It'll be breezy and warm, high 83 to 87. For Wednesday, intervals of clouds, and Sunday may be a shower in the afternoon, high 80 to 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The College of Central Florida is committed to being your first choice for quality higher education. CF has locations in Marion, Citrus, and Levy counties and offers more than 60 academic programs. Earn a certificate, associate, or bachelor's degree. With Florida's 2+2 program, a student can complete an associate in arts at CF and be guaranteed admission to a state of Florida university. CF is ranked number 13 in the U.S. for affordability, is military friendly, and offers a full student life experience. Make CF your first choice. Call 352-873-5800. Claim your future with a highly respected degree from St. Leo University. Ranked among the best colleges by U.S. News & World Report, St. Leo University is a proven leader in bachelor's and master's degrees designed for working adults. Classes are forming now at our convenient Ocala Education Center located at the College of Central Florida, and there is still time to enroll. For more information, contact an academic advisor today by calling 352-671-3391 or visit stleo.edu/Ocala. St. Leo University, what you need for where you're going.
Immerse yourself in a creative blend of art, music, and culture at the 35th Annual Downtown Festival and Art Show, November 5th and 6th in downtown Gainesville. Explore a stunning collection of artwork by 240 artists and marvel at world-class paintings, vivid photography, unique sculpture, dazzling jewelry, and so much more. Enjoy continuous entertainment on 4 stages all weekend, including a downtown blues concert on Friday night. And bring the kids for free art activities at the Children's Imagination Station. For more information, call 352-334-ARTS.
With a graduate degree in management and leadership from Webster University, there'll never be a better time for you to explore what's next in your career. Classes are scheduled so you can continue your normal workday routine, and the accelerated program means a new term starts about every 10 weeks. If you're looking to gain a broad general management and leadership perspective, then Webster University's Management and Leadership degree program is the right one for you. It's all a part of what's next at Webster University.
Go to webster.edu/manage, accredited by ACBSP.
Do you live in Leesburg, Ocala, or Claremont? Are you interested in teaching, nursing, or business? If so, the University of Central Florida offers you more than a dozen programs that fit your schedule and your budget. You can take classes online or in a classroom or both. You can get ahead in your career and you can do it right in your own neighborhood. UCF has 10 locations near you. Find out more at regionalcampuses.ucf.edu. All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Let's return now. Mike Fallon is here. He's the director of Webster University in Ocala. And in addition to Mike, we have Crystal and Jean and Antron. Am I saying your name right, Antron?
Yes, like Megatron. Yes.
Megatron. And veterans, pay attention because we've got some good information for you regarding higher education opportunities. And during the break, you asked me to ask you, so I'll do this. If the benefits that are available, if a vet doesn't want to use them, or perhaps can't because he or she has died,
right?
Can you roll that over to a loved one, a wife, a spouse, or?
Yes. You can. Jean can speak a little bit more to that, but you can.
Right, with the post 9/11 GI or post 9/11 GI Bill, you can split your benefits up with multiple dependents. We've got one right now that has 2 kids that are in there. And you're using one of their parents' benefits. Gave them 50-50 on each one.
Oh, I see. Okay. You split it.
Yeah, and it's a very easy thing for them to do because the way we treat the dependents is basically the same way we treat the actual veteran.
Right.
There's no special things that they have to go through. I mean, they're treated just like that, and it works out really well. You also have Chapter 35 benefits that for disabled veterans that some may have learning disabilities and things like that, that they will pass those on to their kids. Slight more of a hurdle with those. You have to have some contact with the actual veteran still, but yeah.
One of the ads reminded me, obviously, that you all offer courses that you can do on computer, and so you don't have to show up at the campus in some cases. Could a not a veteran, but somebody still serving in the military actually get started before they're even a veteran, before they're even out of the military?
Sure. At the University of Central Florida, we actually have UCF Online. Folks can find more about that at ucfonline.com, where we offer, it's currently 18, soon it'll be over 20 different majors a student could pursue and complete entirely online. So if they're able to complete their associate's degree prior to, they could then transfer over to us and finish everything online. And CF has more online options as well now, so it would be an easy transition for someone who, say, is based in some other states. There are restrictions in certain states, but say they're on a base someplace else and they're not local to this community, they absolutely would still have options with our schools.
And what's also nice about Webster University and St. Leo University, we have campus locations on many military installations.
Oh, really?
So if they're serving in San Diego or they're serving in Virginia or South Carolina, they can start their degree there and come back home to Ocala and finish it.
Is there anything you see regularly that you would identify as a mistake that veterans make? What's a mistake that they make a lot? It sounds like if you didn't know you could roll it over, that would be one.
Yeah. Like she said, waiting too long. That's a big one.
Waiting too long to find out, taking too long to make the decision to take the leap and go back to school or finish school. Because then your benefits, they're not indefinite. They're very structured. If certain facets of the benefits an individual may qualify for may require them to be in a classroom. Some you can use different parts of the benefits, and then you don't have to have that component. But you kind of have to make that decision relatively early to get the full benefit of being able to continue your education. If you wait, you could lose out.
Are the benefits across the board, or are they? Does each veteran have a different benefit, a different dollar amount that they have access to?
I think they're relatively the same across the board, depending on the length of service. That's the big thing. Some of them have a 80%.
So a Navy guy has the same as an Army guy. They all have the same. Okay.
Right.
Do you want to give out some contact information? Is there a website to go to? Like, can you look your stuff up?
Sure. We have our it's cf.edu/veterans.
Okay.
And for the University of Central Florida, if you go to ucf.edu, and up in the top corner, there's a search box to type the word veterans. It'll take you to our VARC page, which is Veterans Academic Resource Center, and that's a full listing there of all the different services and support teams. And at our regional campuses, like our campus at CF here in Ocala, we have team members who come up regularly who can support students, so they don't have to go to our main campus.
Okay.
Webster.edu, keyword military. Take you to all the military benefits.
Oh, you just use the keyword?
Keyword military.
Antron?
And for us, it's stleo.edu, and then if you go to the search key as well and just type in veterans, you'll be able to have a list of different veteran services that we have and different things like that that's going on. I do want to hit real quick on one of the questions that you did ask as far as online programs. St. Leo, we were ranked nationally on the national polls. We were actually ranked in the top 10 as far as in the online programs that we offer. So similar to what Crystal was saying, that depending on your benefits, some of them you may have to take on ground classes, some of them you may have to take some of them you may take online. So we offer a variety of different ways of being able to offer those programs, not only to active military but also to the veterans as well.
I think a lot of veterans automatically think in terms of law enforcement as the next step, but I'm thinking in this world of high tech, there's probably all kinds of computer jobs that are out there. Yeah.
And you can combine the two. We have different programs that you could do in law enforcement. You could study criminal justice online. You could go into a graduate degree at a partner school or at UCF and continue on and get a master's degree as well. So if you worked in policing in the military and that's what speaks to you and you want to continue that, you could absolutely do that utilizing your benefits.
I don't know if this is a backwards question or not, but does it work in reverse? Could a student who is studying at any of the colleges finishes, gets his or her degree, and then decides to go into the military, does that degree help them in the military?
Yes.
It does. It might often change the rank that they'll go in based
Their
upon
ranking
their
going as
education.
officers and stuff. Yeah.
Really? So
Right.
they enter.
Versus enlisted, right?
Yes.
Right.
Oh wow. Are you guys doing anything for Veterans Day on the campuses?
We do. We'll have a support member available that day. We'll do a walk-in advising day usually. We'll post events on our Facebook page. You can find us if you search out UCF. Our main campus will have a variety of events through the month of November in celebration of veterans in conjunction with the greater Orlando metro area as well. There are parades and things like that we participate in. So each school does something a little bit different, but yes.
Can you talk to the older veterans a little bit? The guys who are up there, who probably have gone past their date, like when their eligibility is done. Is there any way they can get any benefits at all?
Well, it would be income-based, it would be need-based. So that those folks, if they're no longer using their veterans benefits, it would fall more in line with other students who are coming into our individual schools and seeking financial support, whether it be through grants, loans, scholarships, things of that nature.
It's worthwhile to check, I would say.
It is. And for us, if folks are interested in attending UCF, our spring deadline is tomorrow. So they need to go to ucf.edu and fill that out. But we do admit students every single semester, spring, summer, and fall. But they can connect with us at the campus here. They can connect with me as the academic advisor. I can talk to them about our Direct Connect program with CF or other schools, and also UCF Online, so they can learn more about their options.
Wow, very good. Spring deadline is tomorrow.
It is. It's a little crazy to think about that.
About now?
Well, for us, we're a rolling-based institution, and so we've had students who've come in the start week of the class or the week before or a couple weeks before. So for us, there's no real deadline unless it's after the first week and classes have already started.
Oh, I see.
Then as an advisor, we may advise them that you're already a week behind, so you may want to wait till the next semester. But other than that, we have students who are just starting, a couple of days before classes even start because they want to get in.
Our deadline's not until December, so you do have a little time, but we always urge, the earlier the better.
Okay.
We're rolling like St. Leo.
Okay. I never even knew that term, rolling.
Yeah, rolling conditions.
If somebody wanted to take courses that were not necessarily degree related, could they use their veterans benefits for that?
Typically, no. That's one of the conditions is your courses have to be within your program of study.
We call that, and that could also be continuing education, which is a little different as well.
Okay. So there's obviously a lot of questions that every veteran must have, every student must have, I'm guessing. So you are the people to go to for the answers to those questions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any trick-or-treating today, Mike? You going out?
Well, I'm looking forward to some candy. I'm going to find some somewhere. I was hoping there'd be a little
You were
dish
just
right
complaining.
here.
There's nothing
I was
here.
hoping there'd be
We
some
needed
here.
snacks.
Gosh.
Jeez.
Yeah, I hope the students dress up today. I like it when they dress
That's
up.
always
and have
fun.
a good time.
We were talking this morning about traumatic things that happened to us as kids on Halloween.
Oh, no.
And one of the biggies was that parade through school when you were a kid. And you have to, and all the teachers, you're so cute.
Well, we were lucky. Our office and our campuses over in the University Center at CF and the lab school that's across the street, they did their treats, no tricks, I think, right, is what it's called. And all the munchkins dress up and walk through, and all the different departments set up tables and give out candy and healthy snacks. So we already had the opportunity on Friday morning to see a bunch of little munchkins dress up. So that was nice.
Do you know what you're telling me, though, to just keep it on topic with why you're here, is that one of the things we talk about with the job folks, the people from career stores, is the culture of the job place. And there's a culture at each school, too, isn't there? You guys, you do get involved in different cultural things.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have public service announcements all the time for what you guys are doing. So
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
That is. I wouldn't pick a college because of that, I wouldn't think. In fact, a lot of times people get accused for doing that. University of Florida was called the party school for a long time. I don't know if it still has that reputation.
No comment.
Still doesn't get himself.
They're not here. Yeah, they're not here to defend them.
That's right.
Well, thank you for what you all do. And any phone numbers you want to give out? Do you give out website? Do people typically, fill their need for information through the web or through phone calls?
To the web, mostly for us.
Yeah.
Sure. So webster.edu for Webster's Ocala campus. You can go webster.edu/Ocala. Really quickly, on Veterans Day morning, we're having an open house information session breakfast at 8:30 a.m. Contact our campus if you'd like to attend.
Okay.
You can connect with UCF Ocala at 352-854-2322, extension 1824, or you can find more information at ucf.edu.
Very good. Gene?
cf.edu for just general information about the entire school, cf.edu/veterans.
And Danatron?
In stleo.edu, and for our Ocala Education Center, our phone number is 352-671-3391, and we will also be giving updates soon as far as in what we're going to be doing about our grand opening for our new location.
Always goes too fast. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in here.
Thank you for having us.
We will be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Donald Trump jumping all over it. The revelation the FBI will look at more Hillary Clinton